So I'm going for another drive. It's currently around, I don't know, 12 something p.m. I actually have my phone mounted on the dashboard, but I have to kind of hold onto it at times because it might fall. But I don't want to be holding the phone while I'm driving because I don't want to get pulled over for holding the phone. But anytime my phone mount could just slide off the dashboard, so I'm just gonna put my hand near the phone, but just in case it falls. So this is the So yesterday and today I went for a car drive. Yesterday I went twice. Once during the noon time and once about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Both car drives was only about 5-10 minutes. Once I went to pick up food for lunch, and then a couple hours later I went to pick up my daughter and her friend from school. I used to pick up my daughter from school just about a year and a half ago. That's when my anxieties kicked in, but that's when she was in middle school. Now she's in high school, so it brought me some memories when I used to pick her up. I mean, she's not in the same school. Her high school is closer to my house than her middle school, so I kind of, I was driving her, picking up, it feels so strange, because I haven't picked up from school for the longest time. I mean, a couple of times I would go in the car with my dad or my girlfriend to pick up from school, but I wasn't the one driving, so it feels kind of strange, but in a good way. Today I went to pick up food with my mom. It was about a 10 minutes car drive. Also today I was having really bad headaches, like migraine headaches, pain around like my forehead, the top of my head, like cluster headaches, the headaches around my eyes, like shooting, stabbing pain, like random parts of my head. Oh, it just feels like, I also feel like there was liquid in my head, so it made me feel a little strange, not really panicky, but it's just like really bad when you get headaches, and that pressure in your head feels like it's about to pop, like it's gonna just explode. That's how I felt. So when I was driving my mom, I was feeling the headache, but it didn't really stop me from wanting to drive. I just wanted to go somewhere, even if it was just for 10 minutes. On the street that we were on, it's a street that I used to take. It's like a expressway, so it's almost like driving on the freeway, except the speed limit is only like 45 or 50 compared to like 65. So I use that as like as experience just to drive on the freeway again. Like I haven't driven on the freeway for about a year and a half now, so I'm going to start driving on the freeway again, even if it's going from one exit to another exit, which is only like maybe 5 minutes away. Like most places around where I live, is almost everywhere that I go is like 5 to 10 minutes away, so which is a good thing. But like today when I was driving to pick up food with my mom, it's like a street that I used to take when I went to work, if I didn't want to when I didn't want to go on the freeway and I just wanted to take the long way to work out back home. So it brought me some memories of me driving to work. So one day I will drive around downtown where I live, maybe even to where I used to work, or where I used to work, the company moved to a different state like I mentioned, but I just want to see the area, maybe see how it is, maybe even drop by to other places I used to work, like when I used to work at retail stores, maybe I'll go by there. Speaking of where I used to work, my first job that I had since I moved to where I live now, which is when I used It was actually my first adult job, because I used to work when I was in middle school. But you know, like I said, when I moved to where I live now in the South Bay, you know, my first job, I saved enough to get a car. It wasn't a brand new car. The car was about 2 or 3 years old, but it was my first car that I bought at the dealership. Speaking of that car, last night or this morning, I was dreaming about visiting where I used to work, not my previous job, but the first job I had when I moved here. Well, I haven't worked there for I don't know how many years now. I think the last time I worked there was about 2002 or 2003. I don't remember, but anyways, I dreamed I went back there. It's a retail store. I dreamed I went back there to visit, you know, just to see if anyone that I knew still worked there. In my dreams, everyone that worked there decided to go back there and work. You know, it's like they had like a little reunion. I used to work in the shipping receiving department as a supervisor, and I went back there and visited, and then I found out that, you know, everybody that I used to work with decided to go back and work there. So I said in my dreams to my manager, hey, I wouldn't mind coming back here to work. And he said, when can you start? And I said, I can start tomorrow. And then I got the job back, which is kind of strange because like I mentioned, I haven't been back there for years. Since I started working at different jobs, I don't know why I keep dreaming about stuff like that, but you know, it's probably because like it's in my mind so much, like, you know, like my past, driving the car that I haven't drove for the longest time. You know, that's the first car I bought when I worked there. So you know, I think just driving that brought me some memories, and maybe I just kept thinking about it so much that I dreamed about it. So you know, but I know all those people that work there now are not the same people that I used to work with, because about 2 or 3 years ago I went back there and to buy some computer parts. Only one person that worked in the shipping receiving department was still there, and I asked him about everyone else. He said everyone else quit and everyone was new. So I mean, I knew it was a dream, but you know, just dreaming about that kind of put a smile on my face, because you know, you think about your past, you can picture in your mind, but and then you picture in your mind and you end up dreaming about it. So you know, who knows, maybe I'll start dreaming about, you know, other jobs I had, other, maybe even back to like my old middle school days, high school days, even though I didn't even finish high school. I have been dreaming about some of my high school friends, my middle school friends, even my elementary school friends. So it's like my mind, even when I'm sleeping, my mind is like randomly thinking about stuff. So I don't know, is it me that's just thinking too much or what? But you know, other than that, I'm gonna continue driving. Also forgot to mention, I've been applying for jobs. You know, even though it's part-time jobs, seasonal jobs, I just want to be able to see if I can handle working again. If I can handle like a seasonal job, you know, and they decide to keep me, great. But if they don't decide to keep me, and I stay for the season, you know, without any problems with my anxiety, my panic attacks, that's also great, because that way I could prove to myself that I can work again. You know, I can work with the condition I have, you know, and I mean, I'm not 100% better,
but you know, I'm a lot better than I was a couple months ago, which is great for me. Like I say, I'm not taking medication for anxiety. I don't think I will ever take medication again. I only took it once, and that was almost a year ago. I didn't have a bad experience with the medication I took. It's just that, you know, um, feeling like a zombie while I took the medication was not my idea of fun. Not only that, it it made me calm down for like 16 to 17 hours. But keep in mind, 8 hours of was me sleeping, so the other few hours I was awake, but I was kind of like in the zombie mode, like, you know, I had no emotions or anything like that. I mean, it feels good not having any panic attacks, no symptoms, no sensation, but just having no emotion. I didn't like it. So, you know, if plus I don't know if I kept taking the medication, what if it stopped working for me? Would it got worse for me? You know, so that's the reason why I choose not to take medication. But you know, medication works different for everyone, so I don't want to find out the hard way if it works for me if I kept on taking them. But other than that, that's pretty much it.